Welcome to the next video. We have the lovely Mayra here. We're doing another photo shoot with her in Chacras de Coria, a beautiful area in Mendoza, Argentina, with lots of trees and greenery. It's going to be fantastic, right? Okay, I ran across my buddy Bruce.
Yeah, thanks, Phil.
from the States, also here in Chacras. He's like the master of Chacras. He knows everything. He's been here a long time. He's even got the Argentine gear happening.
Yeah, this is alpaca. It's warm, beautiful. It's one of the, we've had a little fresher day than normal today because we have so little rain here in Chacras, and it's gray. But yeah, I know about everybody in this town as I'm a retired airline pilot, and so I live in Argentina permanently, and I have been here continuously for the last really 6 years and some change. And the quality of life is just amazing. I love it here very much. The people are so wonderful. I know everybody here. Everybody knows me. It's a very small town. It's a pueblo, as we would call it. It's like a little village. And yet we're, 15, 20 minutes south of Mendoza.
From the city, from the main city.
From the main city, exactly. And so, it's kind of like the old TV program called Andy and Mayberry. So I'm kind of like Andy. We got Goober here. We got, we got Barney Fife. We got all these guys here. It's pretty much a really very, very wonderful and so peaceful. And so, yeah, my quality of life is amazing here in Argentina.
That's awesome.
And, it's a beautiful place. We're becoming one of the #1 locations in the world to come visit as a tourist. After things quiet down in the world and come down to a very quiet world.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about the Chacras in particular that you like?
Well, Chacras in particular, when I first arrived in Mendoza, my first idea was to live in Bariloche. As I come from the world of skiing, and so that was natural in the mountains there.
Right.
And then, but the climate is 6 months of rain and 6 months of nice weather, beautiful as it may be, and a lot of wind. So then I discovered Mendoza, came to Mendoza, and I've been thinking for years about buying a second home, and my second home is here in Argentina. And I'm a U.S. citizen, and I love my country as well. But I happen to be now an Argentine, and so I have a home in both worlds. It's perfect. Awesome. So Chacras in particular is one of the most unique places I've ever been after being an airline pilot and traveling all over this world. And knowing not being able to live anywhere in this world, and my choice was to live in Argentina. The climate, the people, everybody's so friendly. It's so peaceful here, and Chacras is so special. We don't have it's very peaceful. Let me just put it in that sense. And so the quality of life is great. We have if you've probably already seen from Phil the plaza that's usually filled with all kinds of artisanal things, and artifacts, and it pretty much has everything that I wanted to have in life. And so since I'm now retired, this is my choice to retire here.
Do you know when Chacras was founded?
Boy, that's a good one. Well, first of all, Chacras de Coria is chacras is like another word for like an orchard, I think, or what you call a farm.
Right.
And there used to be a family by the name Coria, and so thus Chacras de Coria. And I think the family ran vineyards and sold, you know, or I would say nuts or whatever their plants, their trees were. And so that's how it was founded. And when I first arrived in Mendoza, I wanted to know where to live, and they said, well, you really should live in Chacras. This, in years in the past, was actually the vacation location for the people from downtown Mendoza, which is like a lower latitude or altitude than this by, I don't know, 500 feet, but it's significant enough where the temperature is probably 5 degrees cooler in the summer.
Right.
For that reason, most of the old trees exist here. Most of the beautiful old homes were here because these people were living here during the summer months.
Right.
And then they were, before this was all vineyards.
Right.
So now they've changed it dramatically, and they're building great barrios or gated communities and things around here beyond belief. They're building. And it's because it's become now probably the central place for the people from Mendoza to come visit, as well as tourists, not only because of a little microclimate or microclima they have here, but in addition to that, all the bars and the restaurants, and, you know, it has just become pretty much it's kind of the Hollywood Hills or the Malibu of
that's right. That's what I hear. It's like if you have to compare somewhere, it's like the hip Malibu Hills, or Beverly Hills of Mendoza, right?
Absolutely. And then Phil and I met recently, and so he approached me to speak with you because Argentines are not proficient at English, but they really want to learn it.
Yeah, true.
And so there's like everybody is there are people that are going to classes to learn English, and
true.
So, you know, Phil and I just ran into each other, you know, several weeks ago, and I need some photography work too, so I approached Phil on that idea because he's good and he has good gear and all that. And so anyway, we struck up a friendship, and hopefully it's just the beginning of that.
Right on, baby. Really appreciate it, Bruce. Thank you so much, man.
And hello to everyone. You know, have a good life, and I'm having a good life, and Phil is as well.
Excellent. Right on, Bruce.
Very cool what you're doing.
Right on. Main man in Chacras, Bruce, baby.
Here we are walking again. I'm probably the only Yankee. I'm the Gringo Gaucho here.
Gringo Gaucho, that's a good one.
Pretty much what it is. We ride a lot of horses and have excursions in the mountains, and you actually crossing the Andes. So, you know, Phil's all connected with me on that regard.
Yeah.
And we're just taking a walk down one of the streets, and you know, you've seen all the vendors and the.
That's right. Hey man, let's check out your outfit there. That's a pretty hip.
That's actually an alpaca poncho, and it comes from up north in Salta. It's kind of a rare.
Let me get this straight. You went to Salta, you got this, and you didn't get me one? Bastard!
Actually, what I had to do is I had to buy it, and I couldn't find it anywhere here, so I ended up having to go to Buenos Aires to get it. And I was collecting ponchos, but I didn't have an alpaca one, and they're so light. You had probably the warmest article of clothing that I have, and so universally applicable. You can use it as a blanket, pillow on the airplane, whatever you want to do. So you take it anywhere you want to go. It's really cool. And then you can ride a horse with, motorcycle, whatever you want to do. I do like that too. I enjoy motorcycles. And
me too, man.
And the mountains, and that's what we have here.
Yeah.
Mountains, motorcycles, all kinds of horses, all kinds of wonderful wildlife. I mean, I think pumas, although I've never seen one, they're up in the mountains there somewhere. Yeah. And then Wanako is like similar to a llama. It's small.
That's right. They spit on you.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, really, there aren't any challenges here other than just, you know, and you just learn English or you learn Spanish by walking and living here in Chacras and just talking to the people on the street.
True.
Anyway, so it's really a good quality of life.
Right on. So we said goodbye to my friend Bruce, and we started on with the shoot. Okay, so we're at this beautiful little area here with these abandoned train tracks. I think it's going to be fantastic with the colors that we've chosen. Let's just talk for a moment about the colores. These for me are autumn colors, like orange, blue, and like darker blue. And I think it's important to like fit into the environment as much as possible, and have colors that are going to blend in but not totally clash. I mean, obviously everybody knows this, but I think it's an important thing to talk about, because otherwise, you know, you have all these insane colors that don't match in the photo, and yeah, I think this is a good choice. Orange, blue, and black. Black shoes, obviously you're not going to be able to notice them so much, but yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, our first shots of the day are going to be backlit. The sun is behind her over there, but I think we found a nice patch of shade here, and we have that yellow thing in the background with Mayra here. It's going to look pretty good, and I like the way. I would never get on rails. I don't, even these rails are abandoned. I don't like to shoot on rails. I don't know why everybody does it. It's weird. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a few shots like this. Okay, I've got to find my settings first. Let's see what we got here. Eso, lindo, lindo eso. Da un poquito más de eso, lo que estás haciendo con el saco y qué sé yo. Eso. Eso. Lindo, lindo eso. Un poquito más exagerado con el hombro, vamos. Eso. Un segundo, arreglate el pelo de la mano de... Eso. Eso, lindo. Lindísimo. Okay, so the trick here is I've got my subject, it's kind of backlit, and I have a lot of light in the background. So I'm gonna have to shoot for my subject, I think, and try to kill some of those highlights. But anyway, I'll try both ways. I'll try shooting for the background and for her, see what happens. So we're going to try on this bench over here. I like the last shot. Now we're going to try on this bench over here and see what we can get over there. There's unfortunately some garbage and paper that I have to clean up a little bit, but I think this could be nice. We'll see. Maybe we have some shadows that are going to be interesting, and if not, there's another one over there that's totally in the shadow. So let's just take a few shots here and see what happens. All right, I changed my mind because there's too much weird light over there. So we're gonna go with this one that's totally in the shade. And we have some nice green. It's already looking way better. It's lots of leaves and stuff. All right, let's try this. So as I started to shoot Mayra here, I noticed that the jacket was super blocky when someone is sitting down. So I decided to get rid of the jacket, and this is what we got. Okay, so we've got the bench, and I think we've got some really nice shots on the bench, and we're going to change location now. We're going to go to a slightly more urbanized place, let's say. And yeah, ¿cómo te sentís?
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Muy bien, sí, estoy contenta.
¿Algunos comentarios hasta ahora?
Que han quedado divinas las fotos que hemos hecho.
¿Te parece?
Sí, me encanta.
Vení más acá, que
Vamos.
estás en la sol.
la luz.
Vamos caminando.
Dale. Sí, me encanta.
¿Y qué te gusta de la fotografía?
Me encanta la manera en que puedes expresarte a través de las poses, de las caras, de las miradas.
Ajá. ¿Y tenés algún estilo de fotografía en particular que te gusta?
Sí, creo que me gusta mucho la editorial, la que hicimos la otra vez.
¿Ah, sí?
Sí.
Editorial.
Como estamos haciendo ahora.
Claro,
Bueno.
estos
Las expresivas también. que hacemos
claro,
con las
pero
caras.
vos con tus ojos sos muy buena para las fotos artísticas y para las cosas así, yo no sé si
Claro.
a vos
Sí,
te gusta.
también me gustan las expresivas.
Claro,
Sí,
eso
las que
es,
son con ojos
eso
y con
para
cara.
vos, claro, eso para vos es espectacular. We're scouting our next location here, and I'm trying to find the ideal spot. Now we have this brick wall, but it's just so cliche, you know, that I don't want to like be so cliche and put it against a brick wall again. We have these abandoned tracks. Okay, this is, you know, it's been abandoned for many years, and I'm fighting the temptation to get on these tracks. Now I really love this orange house. I don't know if anybody lives there or not, but I wish she would be so nice with her texture, skin texture, and the shirt to be on this orange house. So you know, we're like searching for our next location, and as soon as we find it, it's going to be great, I think. Okay, we've got the permission from this lovely lady, the owner of the house, to take some photos here against the wall. So it's gonna be fantastic, I think. So let's just give it a shot here and see what happens. Okay, we finished with this beautiful house here. It's this beautiful orange color, which is something I like a lot. It's got a real country type of, I got my hand right in front of her face all the time. Sorry, perdón. Tenía la mano de tu cara. I was so enthusiastic about the photos. Okay, so anyway, we're on to our next location. Okay, we're going into a little more civilized area with traffic here. And I really like this the color of this wall and this little view right here, this perspective. I think it's going to match well with her outfit. So I'm going to try a couple of shots like that. There's a lot of abandoned train stations around here. So one of these little, I guess it's a little control booth, was just perfect to get some shots with Mayra in it. No, tenerlo.
¿Lo tengo?
Sí, así después lo... adentro, ahí puedes parar.
¿Ahí?
Sí.
¿O más adentro?
Bueno, ahí. Ya, agárrate de ese de poste amarillo ese. Okay, we did a couple of shots on the on that little yellow house and on the street there, and I think it's going to be fantastic. And Mayra's doing a great job. How are you feeling? ¿Cómo te sentís?
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. No hace frío.
Oh, it's getting hot. No hace frío.
No.
Oh, it's getting hot. Yeah. Okay, next location. We're gonna go back into a little bit of downtown Chacras de Coria so you can see that. Okay, so we are in our next location. Like, we've got a bicycle trail here, a bike trail, and I really want to get you know, something with these lines here. I think it's going to be great. There's lots of possibilities. Mayra, Mayra's doing okay. She's doing great. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens. We're at one of my favorite coffee shops in the area here. It's called Black and White, Bianco e Negro. You can see it's black and white decor. and I really like this, this little walkway here, and it gives us kind of a European vibe. I'm going to put Mayra in Europe. Here we go. Okay, there's this really cool car here, which I pass every time here in downtown Chacras. And we got some shots with it with Mayra. Really cool. Okay, we are back at my apartment, and I just want to share with you the indoor stuff that we did because I think it really deserves a little attention here. Mayra did such a great job. I ran out of time because we were so busy with the outdoor stuff, and it started to get late and the sun was falling, and we ran over here, and I didn't have time to get behind the scenes footage and set up the camera and do all that. So, but I do want to show you some of these portraits because they are really lovely. We did them, you know, through the window here at the apartment and on the couch, and they deserve a look. So I hope you enjoy these indoor shots. Alright folks, we hope you enjoyed that wonderful video. My great model, Mayra. Aquí mi fabulosa modelo, Mayra. Y hizo un trabajo buenísimo. Me parece que tiene mucha paciencia, es dedicada y me aguanta todo lo que le digo de hacer. ¿Cómo te sentiste?
Muy bien, fue muy divertido.
¿Y cuál fue tu parte favorita?
La parte de la casita naranja.
Mira,
Está divertido.
Sí, eso salió muy...
Aparte el gatito medio ternura.
Claro, claro. Los animales y el color de la casa que pegaba con la ropa y todo salió muy lindo. Así que espero que hayan disfrutado este video y las fotos. Y nos vemos en la próxima.
Thanks for watching Baterista Photo Channel.
Very good! #1! Yeah!